Welcome back. Let us continue on with Tingyun's, i.e. Fugues. Well, flashback, dream. I think that remains to be seen exactly what this is.
That looks so familiar. Does she want to leave
Or I
me
guess,
somewhere?
her recovery, or therapy, or whatever the hell Ruan Mei is doing to her. Who is that? Is that... Oh, that looks like Tingyun, actually. More like Tingyun. Or at least the Tingyun we knew. I think. Hello? Who are you guys?
The life support pod is ready. There were only minor issues.
That's great.
Minor issues with the
Otherwise,
life
that person
support.
from the Xianzhou might not be able to hold on much longer.
That's, not something you want minor issues with. Presumably talking about Tingyun there.
You're still trying. There's no precedent for saving someone who was destroyed by a Lord Ravager.
Oh,
Will it even work?
yeah. I have been wondering what exactly Ventilia did to Tingyun. I mean, clearly she didn't completely annihilate her. I was gonna say kill her, but honestly, with Ruan Mei, I wouldn't actually put it past her for a death to be no great barrier for her. I'm not positive on that, but I just wouldn't be surprised. But at least she didn't turn her to dust.
I'm not a genius, so I don't understand the logic behind it. But if she says it's possible, then it must be.
Right.
Excuse me. Could you tell me where I am?
Are you figments of her imagination?
Can they not hear me?
I think they are figments of your imagination, Tingyun. Like, I don't even think you're awake right now. It's like a mindscape or mind palace or something.
This girl is...
Observation log day 6. Though extremely rare, the observed subject has started to provide short answers for some simple questions, even though her cognition is still in a chaotic state. From what has been observed so far, she's not incapable of composing long and complex sentences. However, an unbearably intense pain would immediately attack her with high frequency, enough to interrupt her thoughts or even render her temporarily unconscious. I wonder what the source of that is. The relevant information should be delivered to Madame Ruan Mei for her to decide whether the observed subject's senses should be temporarily numbed before conducting a questioning. Why did they correction. So this isn't actually Ruan Mei making the observations. Correction. We have temporarily blocked the subject's various senses and are trying as much as we can to alleviate the pain. No further questioning will be made until the body's repair has made some progress. God, how destroyed was she? Once again, Ruan Mei truly is a biological genius. Until then, this is a record of the questions that the observed subject has already answered. 1. What is your name? The subject replied within 3 seconds, Tingyun. So she does remember, okay. 2. What did you encounter? The observed subject spent a substantial period of time in rumination before suffering from intense pain and losing their consciousness. After being questioned 4 times, it can be confirmed that the observed subject knows about the related details, but struggles to elucidate that knowledge during the limited periods of coherence. Interesting. Is it just that horrible, or does it have something to do with, I don't know, like a block Fantilia put on her or something? Somehow. A mental block. My instinct is just that recalling it is almost literally mind-breaking. And that's how bad it was.
Tingyun. What a familiar name.
Huh.
Do I know her?
So you don't remember. Interesting. Very interesting. Maybe part of the recovery process causes you to suppress Tingyun. And that was just before the recovery was complete.
Don't question it. Keep moving forward.
I want to question it. Oh, damn it.
This girl is Tingyun.
Did we,
What a familiar name.
cut it off? God damn it. Oh well. Nothing I can do about it now. So this is the heart of Space Station. I recognize this room. Those look like... I was gonna say Antimatter Legion. Actually, those might be IPC, maybe?
These are wounds left by the destruction.
Oh.
They have taken root within your body and cannot be removed.
Mental wounds?
The destruction? I don't understand. Please, who are you? And why won't you show yourself?
Poor Tingyun.
I can't go to you. All I can do is wait for you to finish walking this path.
Right. You are somehow guiding her through it, communicating with her, observing her progress.
You want me to go through here? Do I have to fight it?
Fight your wounds?
There's no need for that. It's too dangerous, and you can't do it anyway.
Are you sure?
Don't fight it. Embrace it.
Oh.
Try to coexist with it.
Oh.
Think of it as feeling your own scars.
So maybe Fugue is what we get when Tingyun embraces the damage the destruction did to her. Interesting.
My scars?
I think we will
wait.
have to fight them.
Is this called coexisting?
No.
Don't worry. As I said before, you're not alone.
True. We actually do have Ruan Mei here guiding her. I wonder if I broke them. Was that actually Ruan Mei?
Existence is unity.
I mean, we're actively going
Share
against
good
what we said we were gonna do, not fight them.
Like fire until everything burns to ashes! Set the seas aflame!
Goodbye. There's 3 of them.
I will claim victory!
Have we met? Dream vanished.
Yeah, they really don't stand a chance.
fulfilled.
There's more to life.
Firefly type.
No clouds scattered.
Beautiful. Yeah, I
I will
think
claim
Ruan Mei is
victory for my
helping.
spike to live!
Have we met? Unite our goals. Dreams of a... Let us dance once more.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Set the seas aflame!
Goodbye, scars.
How can it be? Why are there still so many of them?
Being destroyed by Lord Ravenger. Well, it's not that surprising. It leaves a lot of scars. Honestly, you shouldn't even be
The ones from
alive.
before weren't defeated either.
I guess Ruan Mei was right then. You temporarily subdued it?
As I said before, you can't defeat them. No one
Oh.
can.
There she is.
You can fall into the darkness and die alongside these scars of the destruction.
No.
Or bring them with you when you return to the world here. These are your two choices.
Though it seemed like somehow they were being suppressed when we were in Penacony before she was tuned with. I wonder what if Ruan Mei puts a mental block in her or something to just suppress the scars somehow.
Return to the world? What are you saying?
Oh, there she is.
Oh. No wonder those two ignored me.
Yeah.
Am I just a wandering spirit now?
I mean, I'm not sure that's quite right. I think you're in your own mind.
Close, but not quite.
So, I'm trapped between life and death? Existing in a limbo?
I mean, I can't stress how impressive it is that you aren't erased from existence right now.
You can think of it that way.
Based on what you said, even if I should wake up, these wounds that caused my death will remain on my body and never heal?
Sorry.
I don't understand. You appear to be trying to save me, benefactor.
Aww.
But why are you telling me all this?
She still calls people her benefactor. Aw. A bit of Tingyun is still in her.
It's a habit of mine. I believe everyone should have the right to choose whether they wish to return to this world or not.
Really? You are still a very curious genius, Ruan Mei. Very hard to read and to understand, though I suppose that's the case for all the geniuses. They are abnormal people, inherently, it seems.
Be that as it may, I don't remember anything. There's nothing to help me make a choice.
Aw.
That doesn't matter. I believe the desire to live was born from nothing to begin with.
Interesting perspective. Guess it depends on what you include in nothing. What does it mean to be born of nothing?
You may also prove yourself to be the exception. I would also be pleased with that result.
The exception to... Not actually sure what she's saying she might be the exception to. Interesting. Maybe the possibility of getting her memories back? I don't know. on, Tingyun.
How troublesome. But I suppose that's part of living.
Those are some deep words, Tingyun.
Survival or destruction is no longer a choice for you. They both now grow along the same path.
I suppose so. I guess when you cross survival with destruction, you get nihility.
And only by walking this path will you break through the darkness and arrive at my side.
Aw. Yeah, 'cause she was just in her mind.
Feeling more awake?
Hey, Tingyun.
Congratulations. You attained your very first victory in this tug of war. It's a good start.
This is...
Congratulations. I don't know. Doubtful that Ruan Mei is doing this out of the goodness of her heart. But, well, lucky for you, she finds your case interesting.
Let me explain. You were attacked by a Lord Ravager. By all rights, you should not have survived.
Honestly.
But someone didn't agree with that assessment. And it just so happens, I was able to fulfill his request.
Oh? Who disagreed? You have me very curious. I thought you were gonna say it was you, but... Candidates. Elio. Another genius. I don't know, beyond that, I can't imagine. Maybe Tingyun? Probably not, though. I don't think he has much contact with Ruan Mei, if any.
What about the other merchants?
I don't know.
What about them? They're all fine, don't worry. I think. I hope. Aw.
Why me?
Oh, probably wrong place, wrong time. I mean, I don't imagine it had to be you, unfortunately, or fortunately. But the world isn't a fair place, Tingyun.
Because you were the most unfortunate.
Yeah.
You fell into the hands of that Lord Ravager, who destroyed your body and spirit. Yet, you were also the most fortunate. Her desire to claim everything about you for herself meant she needed time, so you were spared instant annihilation.
Yeah. I do... Okay. Based off what she's saying here, I do think the Tingyun we saw was always Tingyun's body. Because if Phantilia actually is a Heliobi, presumably she would have just been possessing, could have just been possessing her. That would make more sense than her shape-shifting to mimic Tingyun, I think. I don't remember exactly how it looked, but yeah, I do remember seeing during the reveal Tingyun being destroyed, basically.
There is only a fine line between resurrection and escaping death. Yet, they couldn't be more different. If you had truly died, I would have been powerless to do anything for you.
She was mostly dead. Classic.
My body feels strange.
I'll bet. Honestly, I'm surprised at how intact it is.
I'm sorry. I can't let you regain your ability to feel just yet. You'd be in excruciating pain.
Yeah.
Your body was contaminated by the destruction and suffered severe damage. As I said before, these wounds will stay with you for the rest of your life.
Which is her fugue persona, presumably. But Tingyun is clearly still here. She just has something more in her.
To prevent its resurgence, I made some minor modifications to your body. Or more specifically, your tail.
That's why her tail is slightly different. Even though the rest of her is just completely identical.
You'll have to learn to adapt to it. Unfortunately, the inescapable price of survival is often more adversity.
Yeah. So true.
Regardless, I'm grateful to you for saving my life.
Aw. I'm happy you lived, Tingyun. I really had been convinced for the longest of time that you were really dead.
There's no need for that. This was merely a transaction.
Of course. Like I said, not out of the goodness of her heart.
With this, the debt between the traveling merchant and me is clear.
Okay, which traveling merchant? This is the he you were mentioning before, right?
Who?
Yeah. Who?
Don't worry about it.
I am worrying about
You
it.
should sleep for a little longer.
Damn it, Ruan
By
Mei.
the time you wake up, you won't remember any of these details.
Damn it, Ruan Mei.
I'll arrange for someone to send you home. Which reminds me, you seem to have some dependable friends with close ties to you.
Traveling merchant. I don't know any merchants that... Certainly not any traveling ones. Except for... I don't know. Well, actually, no. Even, Tingyun wasn't a merchant. She was part of the Skyfaring Commission.
You should go with them. It can only help with your recovery to hear more about your past.
Yeah? Talking about the Express? Aw. Some dependable friends with close ties to you. Yeah. Past events revealed by the tuning recede to the darkness once more. Oh. Okay, back to Sunday. You okay, 1 week?
Are you all right?
Clearly not. As he said, he could have almost died there. Actually, I wonder if that was because, I don't know, are the scars of destruction, contagious? Somehow. At least for something like tuning.
Did I pass out?
A little while. It's okay. It's okay. You didn't end up in Dreamflux Reef. We were just about to make a memorial portrait of you.
A little quick to the draw, aren't you?
No, I don't draw.
The tuning rebounded and affected 1 week instead. This is no ordinary woman.
No, she is not. She's been through some serious shit.
I suppose there's no point in hiding it from you anymore.
Honestly, hiding it from him was kind of dangerous.
Miss Tingyun is originally from the Xianzhou. She had an unfortunate encounter with a Lord Ravager who robbed her of her identity and left her on the verge of death. While she miraculously escaped with her life, her body suffered terrible injuries beyond all power to heal.
I think that pretty much confirms that Fantalia was possessing Tingyun, not mimicking Tingyun.
But something happened to change that outcome?
Yes, a genius got involved.
Yeah.
She's very accomplished in the field of life sciences and managed to grant Miss Tingyun a shot at survival.
I feel like calling her accomplished is an understatement. She creates life from scratch. She's trying to create an emanator. If I remember right, does she want to ascend as an Eon? I can't quite recall if we got that level of insight into her goals. I'm also kind of curious. The word genius in the Star Rail universe, do they have the more colloquial definition that we use? Or is it only ever used to refer to one of the geniuses?
After that, she asked the Express to escort Miss Tingyun back home.
Yeah.
We made a stop at Penacony along the way, partly to allow her some time to convalesce.
Right. That explains why we're back here then. That also does mean, I think, that this is before the war dance, canonically. Since I think at the very end of there, she was coming in to, well, where the generals were.
I'm so sorry. I thought no one would be affected if I hid inside a dream.
Aww.
I didn't expect so many mishaps to happen.
God. You can tell she, hurt so bad. Has left a, I mean, it literally left a scar on her, but not just physical scars, but mental scars. The way she talks, it just sounds like she's carrying a heavy weight.
That's all right. So long as nobody was hurt. Can I get something to drink? I feel like I've been asleep for 10 years.
That's fine. We should find another place to talk anyway. We drew some attention with that commotion earlier.
With all the Tingyuns, I will miss them. I know I said too many Tingyuns, but there weren't enough. There's never enough. Shortly after, we should actually do another tuning. I want to see more about that past.
Soul glad again. I'm a local, you know.
What, locals don't drink Soul Glad? Isn't it basically just soda?
You'll have to make do.
In any case, I must thank the both of you for your assistance.
Yeah.
It was nothing. Now that the matter with Miss Tingyun is resolved, are we meeting your other two companions next?
You mean Himiko and Dan Heng? Dan Heng wasn't here, right? It was just me and March.
There's no need for that. Mr. 1 Week is in poor condition, so let's wrap up your farewells first.
Right. He still had his mission to do.
I'll leave Miss Tingyun in your hands.
Huh? But, Mr. Yang, the messenger from the Xianzhou is almost here.
Oh?
You're not coming with us?
Who is the messenger? So I kind of wonder if this messenger brought the invitation to the war dance as well.
I trust that you can handle it. Besides, Himiko will be there. She'll be able to handle any decisions should you run into any difficulties.
Right.
Okay, we better hurry then.
We can certainly trust Himiko. I'm sorry, there's something sparkly back there. I kind of want to get it. But that might just be the Soul Glad bottle.
Ridiculous! How come I keep bumping into
We've
colleagues?
so much to save up for our vacation. That sucks. Wanted to bump into a colleague here. What rotten luck. What? Just because they're a colleague doesn't mean you has to ruin your vacation.
This is ridiculous! How come I keep bumping into colleagues?
I mean, colleagues could take vacations too. March, Tingyun.
Shall we keep going then?
I guess so. Where are we going?
Did you forget already? Miss Tingyun is going back to the Alliance, so we're here to help her pick out souvenirs.
Oh. Oh, cool. What do you want, Miss Tingyun?
I'm not too familiar with this planet. I'm worried an unscrupulous cutthroat merchant will try to take advantage of me. Luckily, the
possible.
people I want to buy these gifts for are friends you already know on the Xianzhou.
Aw.
So I'll be counting on both your stakeholder intuitions for recommendations.
Oh, Tingyun. I wonder specifically who you want to get gifts for. Madam Yukong, maybe? D-Ting, perhaps? I don't know if you really know Jing Yuan, or Su Shang, or Hua Hua, or any of them, but maybe you do.
As if a merchant could seriously take advantage of you.
I know, right?
I already picked up a few gifts earlier, so that means there's only 3 more left to go. But we've already lost a lot of time, so we better not drag our feet.
Seriously, you can just... Oh, there they are. You can really hear it in her voice that she's holding back some level of mental exhaustion or pain, or that she's depressed or something close. It's hard to say exactly. I'm not remotely qualified to diagnose her, but you can definitely tell something is up. And, well, we know the source of the something, but...
Where are you planning to go next?
Could you give me some time to think about it?
Of course. Alright, what do we got here? Hello there, compulsive hoarder. Shop assistant.
Welcome. How can I help you?
We're looking for some souvenirs, please.
Hello there. It's my first time visiting the Dreamscape, so I wanted to buy some local specialties as souvenirs for my friends back home. My 2 friends here are more familiar with the Dreamscape and recommended your shop,
Aw.
so I'm here to take a look.
Why, you really know how to flatter. Go ahead. Browse all you like.
Thank you, thank you.
First we have Lady
Okay.
Fuxuan of the Divination Commission. What do you think best suits her?
So you were friends with Fuxuan. Brother Hanu Launcher. Clocky eye mask. A unicycler. I mean, if we're being... Well, actually... First instinct is Clocky eye mask. Suits her best. Could help her sleep. But I feel like a Brother Hanu launcher might serve her well. She could use it to, well, launch Brother Hanus at a certain somebody when they're slacking off.
Lady Fuxuan has such refined taste.
I don't know if I'd call that
Miss
refined.
Yanzhou really has changed a lot in the time I've been asleep. Let's go with your suggestion.
Oh,
Next is General Jing Yuan.
all right. I hope you like it, Fuxuan. Some Penacony shares. Dream Joy memoir film reel. Maybe. Send him a division of elite fighters.
Seriously?
I mean, you would love it.
Now that the Alliance has all of you there to help them, sending any elite fighters more would just be overkill.
Oh, that's sweet of you to say, but how about a Dreamjoy memoir film reel?
Come to Clock Studios theme park to learn more about the history of the planet of festivities. I think the General will like this gift.
I do too, actually.
Finally, we have Lady Bailu of the
Aww.
Alchemy Commission.
Yeah.
She loves excitement.
And snacks. Soul Glad Syrup. Hamster Ball Night hair clip. Loving Wings accessory. Ooh, she might get a kick out of that, but I think she'll like the syrup the most.
That's a good idea. It might be commonplace, but it's still the specialty of Penacony. It would make for an ideal gift to bring home.
Though she will probably eat it or drink it straight. And get sick in the process.
That's all of them. Please wrap them up for me. Thanks to both your help, everything went smoother than I expected. And it looks like we still have some time to spare.
Why don't we pay another visit to the Dreamscape sales store? You can find memory bubbles pretty much anywhere. But Penacony's dream bubbles are extraordinary. Even if we don't get them as gifts, we can keep them as souvenirs for ourselves.
So can you use Penacony's dream bubbles outside of Penacony?
A souvenir for myself. That's definitely an idea I can get behind.
Of course. I mean, I just assumed you'd already covered yourself. Who goes and buys souvenirs for all their friends without even getting a single one?
But there's one more thing I wish to do. Since this is our last stop, could I have a word with you two in private?
Of course.
Perhaps somewhere more secluded.
That might be harder.
I'd like to discuss a personal matter.
Anything, Tingyun. I love their little mustaches. Let's see where we headed. Just a corner over here.
This is a good spot.
Sure.
Miss Tingyun, what's this about?
I think it's gonna get very heavy very quickly, March. Be prepared.
You've looked out for me during our travels together these past few days. I'm truly grateful and can't thank you enough.
Of course.
But
you're a dear
there are
friend.
some things I find difficult to forget. I feel it's only right that I tell you what's on my mind before we part ways.
Of course. I kind of wonder, assuming she actually was possessed and I'm not completely missing the ball there, I wonder if she was, aware of her surroundings, conscious of what was happening, almost like trapped in her own body as a passenger, but unable to affect the world around her. God, that'd be horrifying.
Do you two still remember what it was like when you first saw me?
I mean, it's been a long time, but roughly.
How could we forget? She was so shocked. She was frozen in place when she shouted.
Oh, you mean recently? Oh. Sparkle? How?
Exactly.
Oh, wait, that was the actual... She probably would have said that regardless of what we chose. I mean, assuming Sparkle is a legitimate assumption.
And that's precisely why I haven't been able to shake off this strange feeling in the days since I started traveling with you. When I asked for your names, I couldn't help but think that this first encounter was actually a long-awaited reunion for you.
Yeah. That's right, because I was worried about that. So you really don't remember us. Aw. It's actually sad.
I've heard about what happened to you on the Xianzhou. And I've got to admit that Fantilia's disguise was so perfect, it was like another me tricking everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, we couldn't even tell when you were replaced by Fantilia.
And that also confirms that she wasn't possessed from the very beginning. Though saying replaced, I don't know, that wording makes me think maybe she was mimicking and not actually possessing.
I figured it happened when we were after Kafka. You vanished for a while. I thought you must have come back as a double.
But it was much earlier than that.
Oh.
That thought has me filled with sorrow.
Aw.
As if a piece of my life had been stolen away,
Yeah.
and I had no part in it. That's what I've been puzzled about, too. I never actually saw how Fantilia managed to disguise herself as me.
Okay. That does seem to imply it was just mimicry then. And that she
What was your impression of
disposed of
that,
you.
Tingyun, if you recall?
A bit calculating. Yeah.
That part is true. I'm always calculating when it comes to business, but never with people.
Right.
So, what did she seem like to you?
A shrewd merchant. Potential emanator of the destruction. No. I did not see the heel turn coming.
I'll just assume that's a compliment. Maybe next time you could just say silver-tongued.
I mean, you're very silver-tongued. You're a silver-tongued fox.
Was there anything particularly memorable?
High EQ. Extremely flexible. March 7th said you were bossy.
Hey, no tattling!
Now the final question. In your eyes, am I just like the Tingyun you remember?
Oh. That's not important.
Wait, don't you find that question a bit weird? You're the real Tingyun. Why compare yourself to an imposter?
I don't know. Because I think she's worried because it was mostly the imposter we became friends with.
Miss March, you might have the wrong idea. I'm just feeling a mix of regret and relief.
Right.
Uh-huh.
So she actually does remember our meeting. I did, earlier I had said it seemed like she had amnesia, but for us, for her, it was like a first encounter. For us, it was like a reunion. Made me think that she hadn't remembered our true first encounter. But now it seems like she does.
As a merchant, staying well-informed is crucial. It's only natural for me to stay updated on the events of the Lawfu before I return.
Actually, yeah, that makes more sense considering she remembers her 3 friends.
If I had rushed in and out back then, I wouldn't have been much help. Instead, I would have postponed the trip and sought assistance from allies, but in that case...
We wouldn't have crossed paths.
Yeah.
Exactly. Based on your description, that Lord Ravager was indeed cunning.
She was.
Her demeanor mirrored mine so closely that it felt like she was living my life for a few days, rather than merely disguising herself.
She almost kind of was. Though, well, I was more comfortable saying that when I thought she was possessing you, but...
I regret missing out on your Xianzhou journey.
Aw.
But everything that unfolded afterward, aside from the scheming, played out exactly as if I'd been there.
I suppose so.
This leads me to consider another possibility.
With one exception. And that is the very end of the journey.
Phantilia had stolen a piece of my life, and a Foxian always gets even. I will not be taken advantage of.
Yeah.
I must take something back from her as well.
Get even with her, Tingyun. I'll help you. Granted, I don't know where she is, so it might be easier said than done, but anything you need, just name it.
But after thinking it over, the only thing that could be considered equal value is the bond I have with all of you.
Aw. Damn it, Tingyun.
That thought has brought me great comfort. And now I know how to speak to you properly.
You're gonna bring me to tears, aren't you?
We've never even met before, and here you are, offering your help, just as before. I should have treated you with respect, but fear of Phantilia made me act like somebody else.
Oh, but so you don't remember us. Maybe everything you know about is because of stuff we've told you?
And now, I will reclaim everything I have lost. And it should begin with a proper acknowledgement.
She has knowledge she couldn't have unless she remembered. Huh. What acknowledgement?
Dear benefactors, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to you.
Oh, god damn it. You're welcome, Tingyun. You're welcome. It's time to rethink how you see. No, just you're welcome.
Looks like we're off to a good start. Moving forward, I'll definitely be trying more things like this from now on.
I don't know. There's a few conflicting points so far that have me mildly confused about what you do and don't remember. And, the nature of what Phantilia did to you. Slash her disguise, but, well, I guess none of that's actually important. It's just good to have you back.
And you, my dear benefactors, will be my source of courage.
Oh, whatever you need.
Miss Tingyun, that's way too over the top.
No.
Just don't make any risky decisions. It might overwhelm her.
Nah. Might overwhelm March, but never me. I'm the galactic baseballer. I'll knock this one out of the park. We'll be your pillars of support.
We'll see. I just hope the Tingyun in your memories won't be tainted by Phantilia anymore.
Don't worry.
All right, no more questions. I hope I didn't take up too much of your time.
No,
Let's
of
continue
course
on
not.
our way.
We're happy to talk to you. That was sweet. Apparitional return. This is not yet the end. Please remain silent for a while longer and smiles. Ah. Alrighty. Dr. Edward.
Welcome to the Dreamscape sales store. Dr. Edward at your service.
Good to see you again.
We're looking for some dreams to give as gifts. Something exotic and preferably captivating.
I'm sure that describes a lot of dreams, March. Though, if I may give special recommendation, the sample one we had was, or I had at least, was excellent.
Just a friendly reminder, being too picky won't help you find the best dreams. Just to dampen your spirits ahead of time.
He brings a good point.
That being said, there are always some lucky exceptions. Not too long ago, I procured a dream bubble that sounds perfect, really.
Oh?
The story unfolds in the Shenzhou Alliance, where
Oh.
a young sword master strives to become the sword champion. However, his junior Foxian sword, who just turned 100, puts him in a tough spot.
Interesting.
Why does that sound oddly familiar?
I know, right?
Since I'm returning to the Xianzhou, I think it's better to choose something unrelated to the Alliance.
I kind of agree.
Feel free to pick a few for me.
Yeah.
I love customers like you. So easy to work.
So easy to take advantage of, you mean?
Little A, little B.
Just don't pick anything weird, okay?
Define weird.
Oh, speaking of dreamscapes, I have a gift for you, my benefactors.
Oh, what is it? I mean, honestly, hearing you call us your benefactors again is gift enough for me.
After troubling you all this time, I couldn't leave without properly expressing my thanks. Here's a dream bubble for you. I hope you enjoy it.
When did you purchase this?
Wow. That's really nice of you.
Here are the dream bubbles I prepared. Thank you for your business.
It almost looks like Tingyun there.
Well, it looks like everything's finally in order. I suppose it's time to head back?
I suppose so. Unless there's something else you want to do. You can spend as much time as you'd like. Tingyun's Dream Bubble. Can we play it?
Welcome to Dreamscape Sales Store.
Look at the dream gifted by Tingyun. Yes. Handed over the dream bubble gifted by Tingyun.
Oh. This is quite a dream. Twists, turns, all the right elements. I'd be willing to buy it back at a high price. Think about it.
It's a gift. Hard pass.
Then please, close your eyes.
As usual, the dream bubble smoothly presents you with a myriad of scenes. However, you're very familiar with this dream. It's almost the same as your travels on the Luofu. The only difference is that the Foxian lady, Tingyun, who was traveling with you, never encountered the Lord Ravager. Oh, instead, she helped you solve that crisis with her own free will. That's a good dream. You have a similar memory. But you decide to keep this dream. Damn frickin' straight we do. That's... aw. I feel for Tingyun so much. Go to the Radiant Feldspar.
I can't believe it's time for Miss Tingyun to leave.
I know, right?
I'm not ready to say goodbye just yet.
Neither am I. Ah, there's Himiko. Madame? You're back. Yeah.
We got delayed on the way. Mr. Yang will explain in detail when he gets back. Has the messenger from the Xianzhou arrived yet?
Who's it gonna be, I wonder? Yes, we've been chatting for a while. Turns out she's an old acquaintance of yours. Oh? Ooh. Oh, it's Madame Yukong.
Long time no see, everyone.
Good to see you. Are you... I'm almost surprised you managed to step away to head to Penacony. Good to see you trust your subordinates, I suppose.
Madame Yukong?
I've imagined this moment many times.
Oh, yeah. When you heard the news, that she was alive, if not well. I can't imagine how you reacted.
I was worried
How
I
you
might
felt.
embarrass myself in front of you. I even rehearsed every word beforehand. But now it seems it was unnecessary.
Yeah. You see her and you're just filled with happiness and joy.
Tingyun, I'm here to take you home.
Yes. Take her home. You two must have a lot of catching up after being apart for so long. We'll give you some space. Yeah, I suppose we've already had our catching up. But, I mean... Yeah, no, I mean... She clearly, I think, remembers Yukong. So, I don't know, maybe there's just a blank period surrounding when, from when she was encountered by the Lord Ravager, and maybe a little before that, that's missing. Or maybe she called it a first meeting for her because she views herself as different now.
Madame Yukong, I wasn't expecting it to be you. What a wonderful surprise.
I know, right?
I wanted to come because, after all, it's you who's coming home.
Yeah.
Yeah, me of all people.
Don't look so sad there, you Tingyun.
Your body. It's going to be tough from now on, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've already escaped death once. What more could I ask for?
You can ask for a lot more, Tingyun. You deserve so... Yeah. I feel like you deserve so much more with what you've been through.
Also, it's not all bad. I might even beat you at arm wrestling now.
What? Did you get stronger somehow?
You're still the same, carefree as always.
Aw. Honestly, hearing that she's the same might make her feel better.
I have a lot I'd like to tell you, but I'll save it for the road. It's a long journey back to the Luofu.
Right.
Even if we can't completely rid you of the pain, there must be ways to alleviate it on the Xianzhou.
Here's hoping.
I have no doubt. But since we're alone here, may I ask you one more thing?
Yes?
Do I really have to go back to the Luofu?
What? Do you not want to?
Why? You don't want to?
Yeah.
Despite Fantilia's ruthlessness, she spared me when I should have been eliminated. And why did Miss Ruan Mei, who has no ties to the Xianzhou, go out of her way to save me?
These are all excellent questions, actually. I'm curious about it myself.
It seems as if I've become a pawn in someone else's game.
I mean, hate to say it, but you probably have.
There are people within the Alliance who also believe that the suspect is now on the Yuchua.
The suspect? Do you mean Fantilia?
If that's the case, it's all the more reason for me not to return to the Luofu and complicate things. I might as well take advantage of this situation.
In what way?
Take advantage of the situation? What do you mean?
Yeah.
Right now, the marks of ruin inside me maintain a delicate balance.
Oh.
Moreover, they were created by Fantilia herself.
I see.
If possible, please inform the General. and arrange for me to meet with the Marshal.
Oh.
Maybe this body of mine can help the Alliance get one step closer to the Xianzhou's enemies.
But, I mean, doesn't that involve returning to the Law Fu?
When Ruan Mei visited the Law Fu earlier, she mentioned what happened to you. This coincided with when the message sent by the Astral Express arrived. The Arbiter Generals concluded that Fentilia did not intend for you to survive.
That was my guess.
If utilized strategically, this could give the Alliance an element of surprise.
She said she let you live, but she being you, so you said she let you live, but I don't think it was a matter of choice on her part. I think it was a matter of you being strong and Ruan Mei being insane that let you live.
If we follow this plan, we must keep your resurrection hidden. But before making any decisions, I want to know what you think. If you wish to go home, I'll support you, no matter what others may say.
I see. Wait, but she just said she... It sounded like she doesn't. But it's more... You said, oh, I have to go to the Law Fu. But, or maybe the Law Fu's not home for her. I don't know.
Then I'm glad. I shall save you the trouble of hearing what those people may say.
The road ahead is perilous. If you decide to take it, I won't stop you. Maybe I'm being selfish, but I still want to know. Are you choosing this because it's what you really want?
I've come to see myself clearly in this dream journey.
Right.
Perhaps it's what people call a blessing in disguise.
Maybe so. Just live your life how you want, Tingyun. That's all I ask.
There is someone who can attest to my true intentions.
Who?
Please follow me. She should be around here somewhere.
Who? Ruan Mei? Maybe?
Is that...
Oh, wait.
After a
What
strange
the-
encounter, I was fragmented into multiple Tingyuns,
Yeah?
each embodying a different aspect of my memories.
Right. I thought they had all recoalesced. Apparently not.
And one of them hasn't returned to me,
Which one?
because she ventured too far. Until now.
You mean her?
Which Tingyun are you?
What is she doing?
Staring into the distance?
She's captivated by something that has deeply mesmerized me. As a fleeting emotion, she's no
Aw.
different from a newborn.
Oh,
Her boarding this ship was solely down to her inner impulse.
yeah.
Madam Yukong, do you remember? Perhaps that was just an ordinary flight for you, but for a certain child, that was her first experience with the sky.
Oh. That's what this one represents.
Of course I remember. Back then, you were still young enough for me to carry.
That is so adorable. God damn. That is precious. Beyond words.
You probably still can. Want to give it a try?
I'm afraid you'd be too heavy for me now.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I remember you kept begging me to take you to the star skiff, and even dreamed of becoming a pilot.
Aww.
But once you were airborne, you were so nervous that you clung to others for dear life.
So sweet.
This flight was a turning point in my life.
Right.
The boundless cosmos unfolded before me. I was completely mesmerized, not just by the view, but by a realization.
Yeah.
In this world, there are paths beyond waiting for us to explore. Even though I lacked the talent to pilot the star skiff and wasn't much of a warrior, I still chose to travel around with the Merchant Guild.
Right. That's right. You were a merchant. I guess the Merchant's Guild is part of the Skyfaring Commission.
Even to this day, this thrill still courses through me.
That hasn't changed?
Never.
Aw.
Now I can embark once more on my journey as a traveler of no return, exploring the paths that lie beyond. Speaking of which, how are things with the Whistling Flames?
Whistling Flames.
I've left Yan Ming in charge for now. He's reliable, but he can be a bit extreme, and might not always follow your principles as a traveling merchant.
That's right. What? It's sort of coming back to me now. Tingyun was one of the people who travels out of the Xianzhou to other worlds to conduct trade. And we caught her, I don't know, shortly after a return trip or something like that.
My principles. Forsake what others fight for and take what others abandon. That's the way to navigate the world and achieve my goals. I will continue to uphold my principles.
Oh? Forsake what others fight for and take what others abandon. Interesting principles. I suppose that could be interpreted in a number of ways.
But now I've also learned that while these merchant principles may apply to humans, they falter in the face of the gods.
Yeah.
But this shouldn't fall on your shoulders to begin with.
It shouldn't.
You are simply an innocent survivor in this war.
She is. Of course, the universe isn't fair.
Madame Yukong, you were once a survivor in the war too, weren't you?
A war.
In a hazy dream, I vaguely remember someone telling me that the inescapable price of survival is often more adversity. But Madame
That was
Yukong,
Ruan Mei, right?
the gods use humans
Saw
as
that earlier.
pawns in their cosmic game, sacrificing countless innocent souls. Have you ever thought about making them pay?
Oh. It's a tall order to make them pay, Tingyun. One does not simply fight the eons. Unless one is an eon yourself. Granted, I suppose that's technically our goal. I don't know, this actually... The desire to pay back the destruction makes me think maybe it was Elio who wanted you saved. Foresaw, of course, that this would be the path you went down. And so saw you as an asset.
Every moment of every day. But as inconsequential as we are, How can we escape the fate of being mere pawns?
That is a good question, Yukong.
If I could choose, I would never want you to become a pawn. I just wish you could still be that carefree little fox. Not caught up in this war.
Yeah. If only.
Don't be disheartened, Madame Yukong. Thanks to the favor of the Lord Ravager, I've become a player in this game.
Yeah, for better or worse.
Remember, it's often the unassuming pawns, the lone traveler, or the worm that subdues the dragon, that leave even the best strategists helpless. So, now I'll become a cunning speck of dust, and make those masterminds behind the curtains sneeze a few times.
Good luck, Tingyun. I look forward to seeing what role you play in this. Aww. Luck never seems to favor everyone. Nope. Meanwhile, at Dream's Edge.
Is this place also affected by the Order?
Well, it seems to me Tingyun is making the best of her really shitty situation. But, I wish her luck in whatever path she takes.
No, I'm just here to bid farewell. I changed my mind along the way. This journey has too many variables.
Bid farewell to whom?
So it shouldn't matter if we add another.
Oh, yes, thank you. Oh.
How did you know she would be here?
They're siblings. Come on, well, they were close at that.
I didn't. I had a hunch and decided to try my luck. It seems I can be lucky sometimes.
Oh, man.
It's not like you to leave things to luck.
I'm trying to change too.
I don't think you need a bystander in this scenario. Go on ahead.
Yeah. Good on you, well.
You're not worried I'll take the opportunity to escape?
No.
I believe you're the kind of person that has the ability and desire to use everything to your advantage. But that everything does not include Miss Robin.
No kidding. Yeah. Robin is the one quote-unquote thing that, yeah, he values above all else. He would never purposefully betray Robin.
Thank you.
I don't think. Even when he was going against her wishes by embracing the Order, it wasn't quite a betrayal of Robin.
Now then, Mr. 1 Week.
I'm not leaving. No way.
No?
Let him stay. He won't be in the way. I actually need 1 week to be there. She shouldn't be seen talking to a fugitive, no matter the circumstances.
Yeah.
You don't intend to reveal your true identity to
Aww.
her?
Both parties don't have to be aware that this is a farewell.
Aww. Sunday.
I shouldn't put her at risk for my selfishness.
That's very respectable of you.
As you wish.
I wonder if she'll see through it.
Shall we go then?
You really have changed, haven't you?
Let's go. Our journey can't begin if I can't take this first step.
Right. Looks like Welt has stepped away. Oh, Robin.
I didn't expect to see you here, Miss Robin.
It's nice to meet you, miss. May I know your name?
My name is Wanweek. I'm a member of the Nightingale family.
Oh, you're a Dreamweaver. Thank you for all your hard work. You all are the reason the Dreamscape has been able to recover from this crisis.
Part of me really wants her to see through it.
You're too kind, Miss Robin. You must be very busy. What brings you here to Dream's Edge?
I'm taking a break. I wanted to find a quiet place to relax.
Yeah.
Ideally somewhere where I could see the stars.
It's beautiful.
Before I knew it, I'd walked all the way here.
Yeah.
I know these stars only exist in the dream, but...
They're still beautiful.
Well, perhaps the dreamscape is not so different from reality.
It's pretty different.
When we look up into the night sky, the stars aren't really there. The glimmering lights we see are merely the images of stars from long ago.
I suppose that's one way of looking at it. The stars are, well, I guess it depends on what you mean by there and really. But you're not wrong.
So, have we ever truly seen a real sky full of stars?
Yes. But a real sky full of stars from varying ages ago. Yeah.
You're very philosophical, Miss 1 Week. You remind me of someone I know.
Oh, do you see it, Robin?
Do you work nearby?
No. Today is my rest day. There's going to be a show later, so I came early to find a good seat.
A show? Here?
It's somewhere farther away. They say it's a farewell performance. The kind that's better to listen to from afar than watch it performed live.
Oh, Sunday.
I see. In that case, the observation deck is a good choice. You can see all of Penacony from here. Distance can make some things appear more beautiful.
I think she does. I think she sees through the skies.
Miss Robin, may I stay here with you to gaze at the stars before the show begins?
Of course. You don't have to be so courteous. I should be the one asking. This is Dream's Edge, after all, and the Dreamweavers are its true masters.
And 1 week takes his leave.
Still, these stars are unfamiliar to me. I don't recognize any of them, and it makes me feel uneasy.
What makes you feel this way? Is it because the sky is so far away, or because it's the unknown?
Your answer, Sunday?
Perhaps it's both.
Yeah, that's about what I thought you'd say.
The Stellaron disaster may not have had any real consequences, but many guests still chose to check out. Now the hotel feels quieter than before. It makes me wonder what Penacony's future will be like.
Yeah?
I just hope it will not negatively affect you, Miss Robin.
Oh.
You're too kind. I'll be fine. The disaster was unexpected, but because of it, I was able to witness many pasts and think about many futures. My only real regret is that I left some things unsaid.
Would you like to say them now?
Did the person you wanted to say them to leave?
Yes. He left in such a hurry that I didn't even get the chance to say goodbye.
Oh.
Sometimes, what's in your heart doesn't need to be dressed up in words. Maybe he already knows what you wanted to say.
God damn it.
But don't you think we should put in some effort when we want to encourage someone?
She definitely knows. Oh.
If you don't mind me asking, who is it that you wish to encourage?
It's someone who experienced failure recently
Oh,
and is
man.
about to embark on a long journey.
Yeah.
There are many such people on Penacony. Failure is like the setting sun to a dream chaser. It's something that happens every day. I believe they all have the willpower to start anew. Especially after receiving a smile from you, Miss Robin.
God, this is hitting me where it hurts.
But he's different. He's stronger than most ordinary people, but because of it, people have this misconception. They think that when he falls, he will stand back up faster than anyone else.
Are you saying that's not true?
It's not. Because before he stands up again, he will hesitate and agonize for ages over whether that is the right course of action.
He will. He really will.
Failure may be a good thing for someone like that.
Yeah,
Being able to reflect on one's actions is a valuable quality to have.
it is.
You may be right, but I still hope that he'll never change.
Why is that?
Because I have faith in the person I remember him to be. He may have taken the wrong approach when he failed,
Right.
but I don't think he had the wrong intentions.
I don't. I truly don't.
We once stood together at the same starting line, but now it's his turn to fly for the stars. I believe he'll find the right path, even if he has to do it alone.
Yeah. His turn to take a journey, just like his sister did before.
We don't have to soar into the sky together, because I know we'll reunite one day, up there in the clouds.
One day. Oh, Sunday, Robin.
I hope so.
Me too.
Miss 1 week, may I ask a favor? There's a jigsaw here I'd like to finish before I leave.
It's the one in the background, and it's the bird. Was it a Charmony Dove, or I forget the name?
If I have a Dreamweaver's help, maybe I'll be able to fill in the missing pieces.
It's the one from their childhood, the one that the one from the story that he told us.
The dream jigsaw. I see. I'll do my best.
Don't worry if you can't find them. Just think of it as us taking a walk together.
I'm still inexperienced.
She's gonna kill
so
me.
Let's just hope we get lucky.
Thank you anyway. I expect the first jigsaw piece will be a part of the starry sky.
Absolutely is that scene.
As for the other piece, I hope it will symbolize wings.
There it is.
It seems we've been blessed with good fortune today.
We have
Is this...
a scrawled note was left here. May your sky be forever radiant.
It seems familiar.
Another Dreamweaver probably left this behind. It's a habit for this profession. They hope to use these blessings as a foundation for the dreamscape.
Did 1 week leave that? Or one of you leave that, maybe. Oh wait, we need more pieces.
The second jigsaw piece. Is this a pair of wings or a decoration made of feathers?
Maybe
Yes.
it's somewhere in between the two. It's a pair of broken wings.
Very symbolic, isn't it? I see a pair of broken wings before me.
We should keep looking.
It's okay. Let's use this one.
Just as before, a note was placed carefully next to the puzzle, like someone got here a step earlier. May your stage be forever lustrous. One more thing. Staying fit is important, but don't forget to eat well too. Did you write these, Robin?
We have enough. Let's go back.
Were you expecting to see him here? Oh no. Well, actually, honestly, I could see either one of those either one of them having left those messages for the other. Yeah. You recognize it?
It's done. Have a look.
That painting feels like a blessing. It also seems to mirror someone's resolve. Even when the broken wings no longer belong to the sky, the direction in which they fall will still be towards the stars. Aww.
Soon, I shall travel to those unfamiliar stars, none of which I recognize.
And he leaves. She sets him free.
But as long as you continue to gaze upon them from here, then those unfamiliar stars will one day be the place of our reunion.
Yeah. She absolutely knew.
You still couldn't bear to say goodbye in the end. Maybe I'm stronger than you think.
Yeah.
You must try to relax on your long journey.
Aww.
Brother.
Damn.
That didn't seem like a perfect goodbye.
It was enough.
It's enough.
Yeah.
I only meant to stay quietly by her side for a bit.
Oh. I'm
Why
glad
did
we
you
got
do
this
those
moment.
unnecessary things?
So it was 1 week. Yeah.
What things?
The notes he left.
Those 2 notes. If someone finds them, they can be used as evidence against her.
Unless it was Robin who left them for you.
Huh. So you can do whatever you want as many times as you want, but I can't?
Okay, no, it was 1 week.
I don't want to live with regret for the rest of my life either.
What was your relationship with them? Why do you have such a
Live with regret.
bond with Sunday?
We're almost done saying our goodbyes, right?
Right. Can't imagine you didn't save Sunday, your sister for last.
Yes, we only have one last stop.
Oh,
But before we leave, I have a question I'd like to ask you, Mr. Yang.
shoot.
I'm curious. Why did you become a nameless?
Oh. Good question.
Why the sudden interest?
I always
think
had
I
a
know the
feeling
answer
that
to
you would
that.
never give up on someone who needed help. After spending time with you, I'm even more convinced of this assessment.
Yeah. He's a really good man.
At this very moment, there are countless worlds above the sky still waiting for the arrival of the Astral Express. Yet you and your companions have chosen to stay here. All for an old friend you never knew, and a notorious fugitive.
Yeah.
To trailblaze means to forge ahead. Yet, you stop and spend precious time on people just passing by. All the while you believe this is the natural course of action.
That's not what I think at all. Besides, the watchmaker also made a similar choice.
I suppose he did.
And because of that, he bid farewell to the Express and never walked among the stars again in his lifetime.
Right. Gave up his life for Penacony.
Not all journeys lead to the stars. Even if we leave the Express, some trailblazing paths will still continue. You can think of it this way. The title of Nameless doesn't belong to any one person.
Right.
Each individual will have their own view of what it means to walk this path and will always try their best, no matter the situation.
Do you wish to be nameless, Sunday? To trailblaze?
The goal of my trailblazing is not the unknown world, but every living being who exists under the stars.
I believe that. And I respect that.
In my homeland, the name Welt means world.
Oh.
It suggests that each person is a world unto themselves, and that we
Oh.
harbor as many possibilities as the distant stars. The connections I gain on my journey are what is most precious to me. This is my way of the trailblaze and the reason why I decided to stay here.
God, you are... He really is the most put together and mature of the trailblazers. I love him.
Why me?
Aw. Oh, Sunday, because even if you don't believe it, you too are worthy of helping.
Like I said before, I left my home in a hurry too. I know how you feel right now.
Right.
I also know that a person will only be able to truly face themselves once they've decided to say goodbye to their past, the same way you're doing right here, right now. There was never a third person with us, was there?
Oh. Wait. Are you saying Mr. 1 Week was a figment of all of our imaginations? That Sunday was tuning with us? I mean, It was kind of a shock to hear him say that there was someone more skilled at tuning than him, that even had that ability besides him. I really did think it was just him and his sister. And of course, he introduced himself as 1 Week. But wait, no, Mr. 1 Week, though, the other guy recognized him. Right?
I told you he'd find out.
If that's true, stop having a conversation with yourself.
I should have known nothing could escape your keen eyes. Since you already know 1 Week's secret, there's no need for me to build up suspense. Let's go. We'll head straight for the finale and take our final bow in this farewell performance.
Feathers eternal, sky complete. I'm so happy we've gotten this closure between Sunday and his sister, as bittersweet as it was. 1 Week. Penacony Grand Theater. After all that has happened, the Grand Theater stands deserted. The man who crashed here with broken wings must learn how to walk on the land. To do that, he must first fly toward the stars. Let us fly.
I know you can hide your appearance, but trespassing on restricted family grounds is still a bold move.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I won't take too much time.
What's the final
I was
task
a
you want to
child when I first
accomplish?
visited the Grand Theater. I remember seeing the light behind the curtains from here and believing it to be the morning star guiding me toward the land of the dreams. When I returned here many years later as the head of the Oak family, I finally learned that the light was actually a stone.
Oh.
Now that you've returned to the stage, what are you planning to do?
Prepare for my departure. I've always believed that a person's starting point should also be his last stop.
Interesting perspective.
Have you ever seen the elderly at the end of their lives? As they welcome their final moments, they invariably raise their hands, stretching their arms into the emptiness. Much like how babies also stretch their arms into the air when they are first born. Humanity flaps their wings twice as they complete their journey. Once when they are born, and once when they die. In order to flap my own wings and soar again,
You must die.
I will say goodbye. Here. To the me of yesterday.
Oh.
I really hate this face. My expressions feel so dull and lifeless.
How did you... This is fascinating.
I see. That explains why something always felt off about your appearance.
Yeah.
The halo above your head that symbolizes the harmony, it's been missing since the moment we reunited.
Right. I was wondering about that, but... I don't know, I figured he had lost it somehow, or that it was an excess. I didn't question it too hard.
It's true that this ring was bestowed upon our people by the heavens. But that doesn't mean it can't be thrown away.
Cast away the harmony.
While I was in the gallery of thoughts, at the entrance of the dream, I chose to completely sever the halo from myself.
Why? Because you betrayed the harmony?
Why?
I am a fugitive, after all. I must remove any chance of being detected by the family. another reason is to feel pain.
Oh?
A pain like falling from the sky with broken wings that can keep me awake. This is how I can cast aside all the blessings of the harmony and the order and, for the first time in my life, enter the sweet dream as an ordinary person.
Oh.
Is that also how Mr. 1 Week came into this world?
No. You wouldn't believe the real story even if he told you.
Oh, come on. Tell me.
He was born from an accident. One that you're actually quite familiar with.
So, he really is a third person. It's just that third person is also kind of you.
It was that try not to laugh challenge. Quite embarrassing, to be honest.
Oh, wait. So much like what happened with Tingyun. Yeah. Part of you split off. Oh. That makes too much sense. And that explains why you said this thing happens. Okay.
I was roaming around as an ordinary person when I unfortunately fell into that Pepeshi's trap. The prank that fragmented Miss Tingyun also divided my fragile self into two.
Right. Which part of you does 1 week represent then? Precisely.
Are you saying that he's a part of you? That's quite surprising given that you two look nothing alike.
They look a lot alike. What are you talking about?
You could say he's another possibility of me. I too was once a child, with aspirations buried deep within. Over time, those childhood voices grew increasingly faint. Maybe if I had made a small change in my childhood, I would have turned out to be exactly like him.
Maybe. Though, beating yourself up about the past is a pointless endeavor in my mind. Learn from it, but don't beat yourself up over it.
What a pity. Failing to become a better version of yourself.
So 1 week is the harmony version of yourself.
So, my final farewell will be like that of Miss Tingyun. I will perform a tuning on myself and return to my complete form.
Okay.
And this also means that 1 week will vanish for good. That's why I said this was the last stop.
How long has 1 week actually existed, I wonder?
Is there a possibility that you will be the one who disappears?
I suppose technically, though. I don't know how much of Sunday is in each of you.
No. This is a foregone conclusion. But who's to say there won't be any changes? Maybe deep down, I'm also anticipating this possibility.
There will certainly be changes. I don't know how big or small they'll be, but a piece of you, presumably long since separated, is about to be returned.
Regardless of the outcome, you will have a witness. I'll be waiting for you in the audience.
Much appreciated. Now, shall we begin?
Let us begin.
Anticipating this possibility, you've really changed. In the
He
past,
has.
you wouldn't have tolerated any noise at all.
He's growing.
I'm about to embark on an unknown journey where it will be impossible to maintain my orderly life. I will have to navigate unexpected surprises, much like today. You're not ready at all, are you?
Well, ready or not, his time has come.
I feel unsettled, maybe even scared. Ever since I left Penacony, I could no longer control everything.
Yeah. You've lost touch with the Order, which is honestly probably for the best.
Don't flatter yourself. You can't control anything.
Never could.
But isn't that how it is for most people? My fear of the unknown may be a weakness, but your presence has shown me that surprises aren't always bad.
Yeah?
Meeting you has been a great help to me, and I'm glad to have discovered this side of myself. I also feel grateful for the opportunity to tell you this in person.
At least we answered the question of why 1 week was so attached to Sunday.
I truly dislike you.
Self-loathing.
What? Are you sure you didn't mean the opposite? I must admit, many of your qualities strike a chord with me. There are times when I want to joke around, freely express my thoughts, or openly share my dislike of a person. Or my fondness.
Aw.
I want to tell her that I love all her songs.
Tell her.
Then go for it, Sonny.
I know, right?
You always talk about locking the bird in the cage, but you're the one who's trapped.
He really is. Cage of his own construction.
Look at yourself. Besides discipline and hesitation, there's nothing else in your life. If you continue living like a slab of marble, you'll break into pieces when you fall.
Listen to yourself. At least promise me that when you inevitably reunite with her in the stars, tell her all the things you wanted to tell her.
But I won't become like you. I simply can't. I dislike people who are frivolous. It makes me uncomfortable to even emulate them. If I fail, I will still uphold my principles, such as decorum and stateliness.
You do know you're talking to yourself.
As for the harmony, my stance remains the same. Whether it's you or the paths, if what I once doubted, or even opposed, becomes the force I must rely on in the future, then this time, my true heart will guide the tuning. I'll leave it to you. What is this? Leaving your fate entirely up to a coin flip? This isn't like you at all. Did you lose your mind after being run over by the Express? Or were you possessed by that IPC gambler?
You're referring to Topaz.
Failure is always the best teacher.
Or no, not Topaz. Adventuring, I mean.
You must first understand what they live for and what they die for. The best way to achieve this is through personal experience. You see? I'm already starting to make changes.
Get ready for more.
Whether it's us merging or one of us disappearing, I'll leave the tuning to fate. And see if I can embrace all that I detest. Only then will I truly be able to walk among the living, in their world.
I don't know. I guess I kinda get it.
But what if you can't do it? Well, that's out of my hands. It will just prove that I'm still the same person. The person who always disappoints his sister.
Aw. She's not disappointed in you, Sunday. She respects you and the choices you've made. She disagrees, but it's not the same thing. cares about you just as much as you care about her.
Falling is just another name for flying.
It's not
That's why I
flying,
rejoice at
it's
my broken
falling
wings.
with style.
Step into the mortal world to see how it truly is. Then, be born as a human and die as one.
You're not human though, you're
And with my last breath, I'll join the weak in reaching my hands toward the sky. On the planet of festivities, whatever identities I once had, they no longer matter.
right.
It's not the gods who answer us, but ourselves from the future. I don't have much to say, but as it's time to part ways, here's one last piece of advice.
Yeah.
When telling jokes, be sincere.
Good advice.
Don't sweat the details, and above all, don't explain them every time.
Very good advice 1 week. Take notes Sunday.
Never mind. Maybe it's better for you not to joke at all.
Perhaps, perhaps.
No objections from me. This is so annoying. How did I become so dull?
Well, because he lost the part of him that was fun. But once you merge back with him, maybe he'll become less dull.
Well, despite everything, try not to be too hard on yourself. There will always be people who are sad.
Yeah, it's unavoidable. Here we go.
Planet of festivities, land of the dreams. I say goodbye to my home. Should one desire to leave the stage for good, one must first step back onto the stage.
Oh, he has to fight his mistake. I see.
As expected, the trickiest thing is tuning yourself.
Yeah.
These dissonant sounds are much too harsh.
This team is tailor-made to fight this, though.
Waiting means change. Existence is unity. Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind. Unite our goals.
I'm so everything. Burn to ashes! Be of your body and mind.
Aw.
The truth.
Yeah, we
Everything
got
in
the
this
shield
world
still.
is
Echoes of the past. You need not fade away. Follow me to the stars.
Echoes of the past will merge back with you.
Let's seize this fine moment. Dream vanished.
May the foul stench dissipate quickly. Time to cleanse the filth. First fight to land!
Truly, Ruan Mei is invaluable for this team.
Come. Let it be revealed. Is it inevitable for me?
Okay, so we're not going into that third stage portion. It seems.
No holding back. Cloud scatter.
This is more like a set from the sea of flame! Allow me to purge the root to
Barrier.
Be of your body and mind. That's fine. The truth for everything in this world is bleeding.
Here we go. Shoot.
Dreams of a Let us dance once more. Somehow, I suppose. Existence is unity. Every petal.
All will be swept away by the wind.
All right, now we got this. No, one.
Yeah. Let's see if this fine. Share good fortunes. It's fine.
And break. That was enough.
Time to cleanse the filth.
Set in position.
There's more to life. I'm so everything.
Let's
Ashes!
end you. Here we go. Ooh, are we gonna get the third phase? That's kind of like... Aw. Reach out. Yeah, it's just like the third phase, the 7 days of... I don't actually remember the name of it.
On this 8th day, I grant myself
Oh, yeah.
departure.
His halo's returned.
Well, how should I address you now? Mr. Sunday or Mr. 1 Week?
Whichever you prefer. He's probably mocking me from inside right now.
Probably. How do you feel any different?
Thank you for accompanying me through all this, Mr. Yang. This farewell journey has come to an end.
What are your plans after leaving Penacony?
That's a great question.
At this point, there's no need to hide things from you. I believe there's more to the incident involving the Stellaron on Penacony.
Almost certainly. There's always more, and it always involves the destruction, and by extension, the Antimatter Legion.
Are you suggesting that the Dream Master wasn't the one controlling the Stellaron?
Don't worry. The Oak family was indeed behind seizing the Stellaron and resurrecting the fallen Eon during the Charmony Festival, and you've already defeated them.
By saying them, make it sound like you're not included in it.
But Mr. Gopherwood once told me that all the Order's efforts were aimed at avoiding the same mistakes that the Harmony made. My guess is that the family from the Montour system must be involved.
Oh.
Unfortunately, too much time has passed to verify that. Penacony is just a small territory, and even the family heads with their authority cannot enter the sacred site of the Harmony and inquire about the true will of the Great One. In the worst-case scenario, if Xipe turned a blind eye, how could the strong defending the weak hold up? Mr. Yang, I just want to tell you this. The Harmony has more than one side.
Right.
They can be the most steadfast ally of the Astral Express, or the most fearsome enemy.
I can believe that.
Well, thank you for being honest with me. The efforts of the crew on Penacony were driven by the same concern. After all this, the Harmony and the Preservation will keep the situation on the planet of festivities in balance.
Right.
With the momentum from the Trailblaze, more forces will arrive, and Penacony will become a public space in the cosmos.
Yeah, that did seem to be the direction it was going. I mean, it's just as he said, the Harmony has multiple faces. Honestly, the Preservation, or at least those who follow the Preservation, seem to as well. I wouldn't be surprised if that's really kind of the case for most Eons. Like, it's just, they're complicated. Perhaps the harmony more than some others, but...
Freedom is the only answer the Nameless can offer. I'm glad that Penacony needs it.
You and I both strive for a peaceful society, even if our reasons are different. And you've gone even further than I have. If not for our paths, perhaps you and I wouldn't be in opposition.
Are we still in opposition, Sunday?
Don't sell yourself short. We're not fundamentally opposed. Otherwise, you wouldn't have shown me mercy in front of the Dream Master. This shared journey is my way of repaying you. After all, you are one of my trailblazing goals.
Oh, yeah.
About that, you've given me many insights as well. Humans are the measure of everything, and no one is the sole savior. Creating a paradise remains one of my lifelong ambitions.
Oh?
As I move forward, I realize I must build it brick by brick. Therefore, I have a request that I hope you'll consider.
So your goals haven't necessarily changed, just the path towards achieving them.
While I lack the will to trailblaze, nor can I become a true Nameless. I admire your convictions. Perhaps what I need, more than asceticism, is knowledge.
Oh?
Therefore, after leaving Penacony, would you consider letting me
join you for a time?
Come aboard the Astral Express and travel with you for now.
Yes. Of course. Even if you aren't, well, I guess we have to get the conductor's permission and everyone else's, but... yeah, I think that'd be good for you. Much better than traveling alone. Sometime later.
So this is why I brought him here. Mr. Sunday wants to join us on the Express.
Temporarily.
Of course, I can't make that decision alone.
He made it very clear he does not seek to become a true trailblazer, though. But if you didn't support this idea, you wouldn't have brought him back. Welt, I trust your judgment. If someone is willing to join us on our journey, the Express will be open to them. Yeah. It's hard not to trust Welt's judgment. But this time is a bit different. Before making any decision, Stell, I want to hear what you think. Me? I want to hear everyone's opinion. But in this battle, you are the one who directly confronted him. Your opinion holds the most weight.
I learned the most valuable lessons from my past opponents.
Oh?
Please, say whatever's on your mind.
Well... you always want to be in control. Yeah, it's true, but you've disappointed many people. I suppose that's true too, but I fundamentally believe you are a noble person. I disagreed with your goal, or at least not even necessarily your goal as much as your actions. I didn't have a problem with you wanting to create a paradise. I just had a problem with you enforcing a paradise. It's the fine line between utopia and dystopia. You're a noble person. I can't deny that you always have compassion in your heart, even though we may view things differently. Have some hope in humanity. Maybe you're too pessimistic about humanity, but the Trailblaze isn't like that. We had to learn to have faith before embarking on this path. You must do the same. we can be friends. Nothing is for certain, anyway. An enemy yesterday may be a friend today. I'm no longer the newbie. Finally, I'm no longer the newbie. Yeah. Come on. You're taking over as newbie.
Well, he's just traveling with us. Not an actual member of the Express crew yet. Your newbie status is untouchable.
Curse you, March 7th, with your technicalities and your facts. I'm fine with that.
Thank you all for your forgiveness. Perhaps I'll find the answer I'm looking for on this journey.
I hope so.
And when that day comes, it'll be farewell.
And you can finally go and tell your answer to Robin. And I reiterate, please tell her all the things you've wanted to say but couldn't. Tell her that you love all her songs.
Until then, rest assured that I will do my best to fulfill my duty as your companion.
Welcome aboard, Sunday. Looks like we've come to a decision. Remember to keep the conductor in the loop, too.
Now that our business on Penacony is settled, it's about time we get back on track and prepare for our next warp jump.
Yeah? Though, if we can... Yeah, but let me try contacting Madame Herta again before we set off. She helped us look into Morpheus. Even though nothing new came up, I should at least let her know we're leaving. Yeah. Besides which, I think we're gonna save actually leaving for Morpheus for next time.
Try?
Is Madame Herta hard to reach right now? I tried contacting the space station several times, but I never got any response. Maybe there's a problem with the interastral network. Huh. Ominous. It shouldn't be anything to worry about. What could have happened on the Genius's home turf? Even the Antimatter Legion wouldn't stand a chance. I mean, I suppose we did see how that went last time. For all we know, Madame Herta could be making a move again. She could. Judging by character releases around this time, maybe the Herta is making a move.
No, we're still not quite there.
Hi, Asta. Are we gonna get the Herta reveal? The first glimpse of her in game?
Indeed, this is only a minor ripple that no one will ever notice.
Army of Hertas.
So, you must also understand, for a genius, the importance of asking questions outweighs the importance of the answers themselves.
Oh?
So-called magic has its own set of principles. There are no mysteries in this universe that cannot be solved.
I love her.
So,
she was her dolls all along.
all-seeing presence. I ask you this. What is divinity?
You're asking the erudition. I love that she's a magician. Fugue has become a visitor. Silver chariot away to the blackened land. Heroic saga. That is for next time, though. Oh man, I'm excited. So it seems that Herta distributes herself amongst all of her puppets, which is interesting. At least it seemed that way, because when she manifested all of her puppets, well, the strings were cut.
Nice.
But why did she choose to do so, I wonder? Very interesting.